Hello guys, welcome to another stream. I I guess you guys heard me right when I say that it's pretty easy to beat Phantylia. I've actually built a class for it to make it easy for those who probably might want to get some tips if you're still struggling with it though. Because this character here is free, so if you have it free, then you shouldn't have a problem with the other characters at all. So let me see. That's it. I'm not going to enable the, no, I'm not even going to enable any the classes, but yeah, you can clearly see what I'm talking about. I just beat it after I had a couple of struggles with it earlier though. I had issues beating it. But finally, it did it. And I'm going to see if I can keep up with the main storyline and then see where it will take us to. Let's not give ourselves away and make sure where Kafka is first.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Could you please wait here a moment? I'll go and report it for you. Is Kafka connected? Sometime later you arrive at...
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
Kinzu.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear. I think she actually really enjoys it.
Much wastes no time.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Lawfu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised. They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Lawfu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Lawfu. Within the Lawfu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Lawfu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin? It appears that Phantylia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Lawfu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Phantylia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The Stellaron Hunters, we know just as little. But in the Matrix of
Kafka,
Prescience,
in the middle of it.
I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Lawfu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Lawfu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantylia. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Phantylia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantylia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
All right.
The Ambrosial Arbor is dormant. Thanks to everyone's hard-fought battles, the Lawfu is safe once more. Before he left, the General told me to handle things at the Seat of Divine Foresight. Fortunately, now that victory has been achieved, the plans we prepared will never see the light of day. However, the General did order that if he were unable to return to duty, then the Master Diviner would take over his duties temporarily. Alas, I'm no healer. I'm afraid I couldn't say. I ordered a military doctor to provide the most comprehensive emergency treatment they could. The Alchemy Commission was caught up in the Sanctus Medicus conspiracy. It took a lot of work to find someone trustworthy enough to heal the General.
If we can help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know much about medicine, but there are lots of ways to seal wounds and prevent injuries from worsening.
Don't worry. Long-life species are resilient and strong. The General will pull through. He's faced down situations 100 times more dangerous than this. What do we plan on doing? Thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou Alliance was at its wit's end trying to deal with it. Today, nothing's changed. The Arbor was resurrected. Aside from the Arbiter's Lux arrow, I'm afraid that nothing can materially harm it. We might be able to suppress it with the help of the Vidyadhara, but with internal strife ravaging their ranks, I'm afraid it's a long shot.
If you can locate exactly where the Stellaron is within the Arbor, then the Express might be able to help out.
Thank you for your kind offer, Mr. Yang. But something as important and fundamental as the Ambrosial Arbor will require a meeting and deliberation from the 6 Charioteers. Better to wait until the Master Diviner has another 20 or 30 years under her belt. Subduing the enemy is one of the most minor parts of a general's work. They have to meet with the Laofu's 6 Charioteers and undergo 10 Lords' Commission inspections, all while dealing with the Xianzhou Alliance's top brass. None of it is easy to navigate, but it's a daily responsibility. The crown of a general sits heavy on the head indeed. Ah, I almost forgot. I need to gather data for the Master Diviner's draft report. Bye for now.
Okay, so it looks like look like Lionstone. It's the same thing. I kind of looks like we've been here before. I think I don't need to go unless I overlooked something. Of course, that note over there. It's a collection we can add to our list. I think other than that, we done with this place. Okay. Okay, I think I need to talk to my party members. I think that's what I need to do before we go to...
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more? There are only a handful of individuals who know my identity now. I do not wish to guess what could occur if word gets out, but at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfang's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Alright,
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
whoa.
I was shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing. When you're free, let's go hit up the Divination Commission together and see what Fu Shen has to say.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting Yun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Okay, so I need to change my team to the default one. I kind of like to have... Yeah. I don't want Natasha to be the main, so let me remove Natasha and add myself. Yeah. Add a
I'm counting on you to wrap this up, Himiko.
Himiko. Okay, so Zila is actually part of the team, so that's nice. Oh, wait. It's... Yeah, we've got Natasha. Yeah, we can't actually do a farming without any of those. So I'm going to see if I can travel to that location that we were told to.
Wanna go take some pictures?
I think I've collected everything here. Oh, I actually got 8 of 11, so we still have about 3 more chests to loot here. So I got to keep an eye out for them. Oh, Zakui.
The files are all prepped. Gotta triple check when the meeting is scheduled. The Amikazadors.
ambassadors or ambassadors? Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Alright, let me make this the main character. What's I? So there goes the loot. Nice. Oh, we actually got a recipe activated. So that's a good thing. So that's the guy. Let's talk to Tiyun.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
Oh, that's not that's Yukong. But who's talking to her?
I will.
Zui? Oh.
Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu from the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah?
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Madam Yukong.
Oh. Match is upset.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept.
Jeez.
Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell, as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, this is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the stars.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Alright. So we're supposed to help this guy here.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd return. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is.
Hmm.
An Anicassator's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
Poor thing.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Think about it.
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it? All right, just kidding. I'm just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Whoa. Alright, let's collect that. Let's see if we can find more to collect around here before we leave. I think... Views of the universe. I think it's views on the universe. It's a different meaning. Kind of makes sense. What was that? Occasionally you will hear the workers of the palace of Ostrom talking about the green plant when the plants are actually blue. Alright. It looks like there isn't anything here for me to do. Oh, this is architect. Yeah, I'll probably have more tasks to do later. Alright,
I've never attended a memorial, and I don't know what I should do here.
is that a shot?
Last 3 days, get yours while you can.
Let's see what you have. Oh, okay, so that's what he's got. I think I actually have a bunch of these things. This, I think I need some. Oh, that's quite expensive. How many? 60? Nope, I think 50 will do. And let's get a few of these. 30. These are actually quite expensive. I wonder what they are. And seed wants to get 30 of that. I actually have, think I've got quite a bunch here, I would say. A bunch here. But what am I going to get from? It actually states clearly that these are electric poles. These are what basic materials. I think I've got enough from this shop. Yeah, I remember this guy.
Amazing goods.
I believe you have nothing. There's no doubt, because you've sold everything out completely. So you don't have anything left. Everything is sold out.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got...
Okay. Let's read a book. For real, this page isn't to introduce acrobatics. Alright. Let's see. That, I think it's... Is it? Ah, I remember this story when I did it earlier.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which team?
Ming Ming.
Oh, this is the team Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today? Miss Ting Yun.
Oh.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend, seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it. We should drink a cup to her memory.
Well, that was pretty sad. Very, I would say, emotional. Oh yeah, kitty, enjoying the. All right, so all right, so I think we need to go somewhere specific, which I'm still trying to find out. But we here, right? Where are we? Let me teleport to that location.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Something's going on here.
The Wafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
King Kai. Oh, so that's a vending machine. Let's see what's got inside. Yeah, it's got this stuff. I think I already have enough of them. Max energy for a single ally, and yeah, attack. They're kind of expensive, but I'm not going to use them now. I've got a bunch already.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Cienjo? Isn't that the place on Aurum over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Wafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Alright. Okay, so there's nothing here for me. I think we can go walk in if it's need be. Oh yeah. I think this was one of those places when we first came here. Ah, I know this place. No, it's not the Food Commission. I was here actually yesterday. I did some. Oh, I did some
Spice is
checking.
supreme. Check out that sign. Hear it?
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fair puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right? This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yen Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Alright, let's go to Zarzula Fustage's Navalier, which is right here. Oh, there's actually something cool around. A loot around that area. Let's see how it goes. Zukui. What the hell? Oh my gosh. It's a daily task. Let's see. I think oh, okay. I think I can go check the crane. it's here. Is it actually a daily thing? They're actually two. Wait. Nah. No. Hold on. Wait. Did this thing just changed? Wait. Screw this. It's this one. Yeah, so he actually asked me to repair these two. Who's that? Her again? Alright, oh no, I actually forgot one. Okay, so this was actually for me to get some loot here.
So that's how it works.
I don't want to talk to her. Let me go get this task done. Then I will I can come back and talk to her. I think it's this one here. Treasure. Alright. I think that's it for this one here. Yeah, there seems to be nothing here for now. Yeah, I think that's it. There seems to be nothing around here. Yep, that's it.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war.
This is such a an emotional moment.
Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me, those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. Star Skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the Star Skiff.
Okay, so they're about to do the celebration. Oh boy.
Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Touching.
Out of all this stuff we've got, What do you think we should place on the star skiff?
Oh dear.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
That was a good choice I made there.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on our... This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Alright, I think we just finished that part where things were a bit emotional, but we had to go through. I think we did it anyway.
It's getting late. Where to now?
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated.
Yan Qing.
Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
What, 2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Seed of divine foresight, I think. Okay. Exalted Sanctum. Right, I just don't want to miss out some stuff. Okay, so I'm back to actually the same place where I'll be needing. Alright, let's go there. I think I need to go here.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, hold on. Is there? I think it is. Where are those chests that I need? Or are they still locked up at inside that place?
What is your purpose for entering the seat of...
present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Law Fu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Law Fu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Law Fu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a Jade Abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a Jade Abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this Jade Abacus. It is a record of the Law Fu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the Jade Abacus here, in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Law Fu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yup, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Law Fu.
Nice!
Unexpected.
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Ooh. Let's talk to this buddy here, Yang Qing.
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed. So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me... I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, I'd love to have another spar with him. Safe travels.
Alright, is there anything here I can pick up? Kinzu, it's her again. Time for a team to get together.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Danhung. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou? Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine. Danhung and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Alright, I think this is it for now. So the team, yeah, let's see. I don't even know who and who we have to say goodbye. Oof. Probably have to check the map. I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to go on without checking the map though. Yeah, but I have to keep reminding folks that what I said about Phantylia, it's actually true. If you want to beat Phantylia very easily, very easy to beat, actually, no sweat at all. But the thing is that if you have low gear, it's great. If not low gear, actually, you probably need to level up your light cones and some of your traces a little bit, and the relics as well. Let me show you the team that I kind of used to beat the Phantylia. It was absurd, but it actually worked pretty easy. This is the team that I used to beat Phantylia. You probably have these characters already. If you haven't, then you probably might need to get one of them. Natasha, March. I think that for Dr. Ratio, I think for him you probably have it. If you haven't, then you need to check your email. In the game settings, you need to go to the email section of rewards and stuff like that. When you log in, the login reward section. I think I don't need to even talk much about that. I just have to show what I'm talking about. If you come here, no, that's not the reward section. But here, you go to your mobile phone, and if you come here, you should see emails that you received from the game, and the online check-in as the browser check-in as well. There are a lot of this game actually contains so many things that you can do, but this is where you get to receive the present, because Ratio was actually sent out as a gift. So you claim it, and then you can level it up. I would suggest leveling it up well, because if you look up my character, it's kind of pretty decent. And it's powerful. I have to. Ratio has a very nice imaginary effect that it kind of traps enemies inside and give you some time to deal, because it slows the speed and gives you time to deal with them. So you can see this is my character. It's at level 60. But it doesn't matter because the difficulty is always scaled, so you probably, it doesn't matter what you do, you still have to upgrade. The good idea is to always upgrade your characters to the maximum possible before you do the equilibrium again. You activate the next stage of equilibrium, because once you do that, things will become tougher again. You will have to work hard to upgrade traces. So this is the light cone I'm using. The hunt, cruising in the stellar sea. This is what I use for it, because I don't have much options. So this is what I use for it, and there's 54 of 60 enhancement. Traces, not that much. 4 of 10, 4 of 10, 4 of 10, 3 of 6. So I haven't actually done much with the traces. And the relics, as you can see, very poor. But it's the DMG that it puts out is quite good. If you look at the relics, I'm using a set, so you probably might want to do that. What I do is I use this Thalia's Nils Crab Town Planner Sphere. This imaginary DMG boost is kind of very effective. It increases the DMG that it deals to enemies, and I can use the same thing, Thalia's exposed electric wire, for attack. So that kind of, I gain some attack and crits, and then rate effects as well. So that's what I use for it, and it's performing quite outstanding. So that's the only DP character that I use for the Phantylia. So I'll leave this one empty for those who don't know why, because you have to add Genuine to this slot, because it's a must-have character for that particular quest. So I put this one here, leave this one empty, so you can put that character there. And it's very easy once you do it this way. If you look at March, what March does is just gives you shields, and then Natasha, what Natasha does is heal the team, and then Ratio and the Jinyuan, they do the damage to the boss. And I have to mention that actually I use just Jinyuan to do the flower attack, and the rest of the characters I focus on the boss itself, and it actually works perfectly. Not a second try, not a third try. With this set, you might want to know what I have, and unfortunately what I have is not that much when it comes to the character details. You can see what I have on match, the same thing. I use preservation light cone. Is it 50 or 50? Which is supposed to be 50 or 60, but I need to level it up to be able to enhance it to level 60. So 50, you can see that 50 or 60. So I've got a lot of farming to do. Other than that, it's pretty easy. Natasha is the same. I've got Natasha. The light cones of match is kind of very poor, so I'm even ashamed to show it. But it's very poor. You might want to know you can see Natasha's the amount of HP that I've got. Not that much. Oh, not that much. But even if you're new to the game, you will know that Natasha is a healer. She kind of heals the team and also remove debuffs. Buffs from enemies. Debuff from enemies, so it's a very good one. If enemy charges and you aren't the pleasure debuffing you, you can just use Natasha. You don't have, the character doesn't have to lose HP to remove the debuff. You just target the character with Natasha and heal the character. Healing can becomes a dispel for the character in this case. So it kind of made it easy for me to deal with the storyline without sweat.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission.
I'm kind of excited that part of the story is going, because I was kind of looking forward to see what's next in the storyline. And that also unlocked some story quests for me. Oh, so I need to go back to Express. Let's go back to Express and talk to Himiko.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short life species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. You're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou What was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
It's her. So Yuan has become a Vistar. Trial of the Equilibrium. Match? Where is Match? Where did she go? Oh my goodness. So he is sending me a message? Who is he, a belly?
I was just looking for you, and here you are. The Xianzhou has a type of medicinal stone that can be ground into a fine powder and mixed with water. Drinking it calms the nerves and warms the lungs. There are also beautiful stones that can bring soothing happiness just by being around them. Here, take these. But you opened your pockets. That's more like it. Now don't say no again. You've been a good host the last few days. Just a token of my gratitude. If you ever have any unusual ailments, come find me. This healer lady is guaranteed to get to the bottom of them.
Oh. Right. I can see that there's some missions getting activated. I don't know who they are, but I think we've got a Vista.
What the? Is this a letter?
Yangqin.
I was just talking to Mr. Yang. He told me some fascinating stories. He mentioned a 120-foot sword called Starbane that only a giant robot could wield. Of course, I know I'd never be able to wield such a sword, but I'd still love to see it. Cartoon? So it's not a real sword? Starbane. Once I get back, I'll talk to the General about it. Perhaps he'd be willing to get the Artisanship Commission involved. A 120-foot sword. Just thinking about it makes me excited. Speaking of which, I noticed something recently. Look outside. Don't you think the Luofu looks like a giant flying sword? So that would mean I'm flying around on a huge sword every day.
Alright, it looks like I've already got in my daily reward, so a letter quietly lies on the table in the passenger car. Whoa. I have learned of your return to your home, how you how you appended the ancient seas and saved the world from danger. Sure, this has recovered your forgotten memories. In accordance with our old vow, we should once again roam our lands of past, drink in celebration, count our great adventures.
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Dan Heng, but who is it from?
Oh. Well, that's another thing. Okay, so it's like begin navigation, but I don't want to do the navigation thing. Just not yet. We have a lot of work to do before we can actually exit here. Okay, so that's another task for whoa, so many quests have been activated. Oh, see who is here. New scam, right? Alright, so many quests to deal with. What I have got to admit though, completing the Phantylia actually unlocked so many more ways to gain materials because there are more quests to do. Unlike when you hit a rock and a rocket ends, well, you can't move further because you don't know what to do, no resources. I cannot think like this is actually good. And you also get this Feast of the Seeds or other most of it are unlocked. And this is where it's located, so you also have the chance to find more materials there, which is awesome. So I kind of think like, since the Phantylia is not difficult, if you defeat it, you have opportunities to do more side quests to gain resources. Even though I usually prefer going to, because leveling is usually most of it's the main headache, farming the resources for traces and stuff like that. Side quests also give materials to use, but when you know what to do, where to go to actually farm, it's kind of makes things easier. But it all boils down to one thing: if you have the points, the sufficient points to farm, that's also another thing to think about. And so far, so good. I haven't completed my weekly quest. And I got what? Complete Echoes of War 2 times. I've completed it just 1 time. Clear Cavern of Corrosion 8 times. I completed it just 4, so I need to do 1 more of Echoes of War and then 4 more of this one, and I think I've got enough. Oh yeah, and I need to complete this quest too. Oof, my goodness, so much to do. But it kind of gives very important material. Borehole Planet's old crater. I need to complete that quest. I wonder. Required missions. Ah, of course, I got it. So I need to complete that one. I need to. I kind of want to boost my traces a little bit to see if I can have the chance to fight tougher enemies. And this one here is one of those that I need to. So if we look at that, please keep completing the current Trailblazer missions. Okay. I think that that's going to actually be part of go to Cloud Fort and complete the Trail of Equilibrium. No way. Oh, so it's telling me that it can be that I need to do that one to. Oh, okay. Cloud leave no traces. No. I have to recall the character back to progress this mission. Select navigate to release the occupied characters. I think I need to. I hope this is not part of the assignment, because if assignment kind of stops one from doing some other quest, then it would be very difficult. I hope it has nothing to do with the assignment, because that would be a shame. The main character, I kind of feel like the Trailblazer. I don't feel like he's strong at all. He's not strong. Not strong at all. Look at what I get from this, completing this mission. It's probably going to be a long mission, but it's probably worth it. Because you get 10 of these, 10 of these. Oh my. I need these desperately, because I kind of want to level up my relics And we get 100 stellar jades, which is also good. 100k. Whoa, that's huge. What kind of quest to start? For I have touched the sky. Meet up with Welt at the start gives another like okay. That's a very nice reward there. Let's go for it. Let's find out what it contains. It'll probably unlock more possibilities. Where's that thing over there? Fragmentum. I've never actually seen a fragmentum like that. It's probably the first time I've seen a fragmentum like this. But let's see.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikwe sent us a cycrane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
I think I've already connected the... Okay, after interacting with the roost, you can start remotely controlling the crane. I hate these kind of missions, I have to admit.
Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Oh gosh. Ah. I have no clue what or where they could be. Hmm. Am I overlooking something? Oh no. Wait, wait, wait. It looks like we've got something going on here. Oh yeah, I found you, but I don't know why it failed.
There. That must be who Miss Shikue asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Alright, so I think we need to find our way in down there. I also think that it's an opportunity to loot that area. Hemiko, me, and Saval. Alright. I think this doesn't actually matter. Okay. Saval is not here. Much is. But I see that with this quantum monster.
You won't get away.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Trottler.
Let's go.
Told you I could fight.
I should just...
I have something for you. Perhaps you humanity conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Rules are made to be broken.
Try that again. Watch this awesome move.
Alright, so we cleared that. But I do believe that I've got a lot to do. What is that? Cabin of Corrosion.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You won't get away.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, I'm just looking for possible leads. That's why I'm doing this. Because that's, after all, that's the main goal in this game. Get as much resources as possible.
Don't mess with me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Reach the end of the story.
Humanity conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nice.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, I can see that. Ooh, he almost ambushed me. That was pretty close.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Told you I could fight.
Rules are made to be broken.
I have something for you.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
You won't get away.
Oh, those were actually pretty nice. Okay, so I saw this lead. Kinda looks like I can't do much from here anymore because my equilibrium is...
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss Cheney. We've been in worse danger.
You're annoying! Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. You can't run! Try that again.
Let's go.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! You won't get away.
I like Himiko's
Great desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Interesting.
Cloud Knight, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Cindy. We're coming to get you!
Unfortunately, this is the one that it's actually a pain in the butt because it keeps
Let's make it quick.
it keeps summoning more enemies. But I don't have a weak. Actually, I have a weakness available. And that is
Made to be broken.
that's what I didn't want.
Try that again. My turn.
Time for an overhaul.
We can make it pretty onto the
Has its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You won't get away.
For real?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Fans do I
Illusions
have?
of the past. You're annoying.
Yeah, that's what I hate.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
I actually didn't plan for this. I have to admit, it's kind of proving tougher than I expected.
This is our chance.
Alright, let me take one. My gosh. The summoners are the ones that I had to take down. Match. Okay, Match can take on that one. Ooh, no. Match is actually.
I have something for you.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity has its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
No, that was nice. Oh, can't believe it. She.
didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing-Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
Oh.
Qing-Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qing-Ni. It was nothing.
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair, yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way. I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Qing-Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qing-Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing-Ni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
My goodness.
I didn't know Yukong had that side door. You have a unique way of putting things.
My goodness.
But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qing-Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting. Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. This is funny. A nagging mother? That's what the Trailblazer wanted to point out. Because suspicions are always suspicions. There's something more to the story than it seems. Appears to be. Kind of trying to see if I can get do we get more resources? Some loot would do. What's that there? Oh, I thought it was a special raid that we could attempt doing it to get more material, but yeah, also getting Trotless to drop would be awesome. Alright, let's get back to the main place, shall we? Let's find out what is waiting for us. The rewards are actually quite worth it.
It's getting late. Where to now?
you listen to me?
Because it's my life!
Oof. Hey. See what's going on.
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lawfu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes?
Oof.
As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going?
Oof.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet.
Oof.
But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale-tide spring.
Get off to a great start. Everyone enjoyed this meeting with Yukong. Okay, that at least was...
Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
Oof. And where are we going? The daughter?
You two, please, wait.
Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. You think so too, benefactor? I mean, I know getting emotional only makes things worse. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Starwatcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside.
Whoa. Wealth is lost. Wealth is lost.
Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the LaFu.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was over, but it's not. So I think that is about unlocking more materials in the game. No doubt about it.
We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the CNJ LaFu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine.
My goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy.
Goodness.
Here, Mung Bean Soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Don't worry. I choked the first time too. Have a few more sips. It takes a while for the unique flavor to, work. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
My goodness. Alright, I think that's what it's all going to end. I'm just so much interested in the rewards. I have to follow it up to the letter to get the rewards.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xian.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Qingmi?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff, what? No, it means they'll become a pilot.
Just for the fun.
Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barissan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive, I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
My goodness, just when I thought this was over.
Is it really okay to bother you two again? Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
Oh, goodness. I guess the rewards they were appealing enough for one to go through tedious quest line in order to get them. Yeah, if you're kind of in need for something so bad, you might end up just doing whatever you can to just stay alive till you finish it. That's the issue.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingmi?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise. Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all. I think you're the right person for the job.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the divine beast fortune pattern?
You're so smart, Mr. Yang.
I thought I scanned this thing, but it's not.
Well, I only recently found out about it.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that snow in the sky live in a cage?
I think that's it. No, yeah, that's it.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest? This is what pilots hang in their starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingmi. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
My goodness, for real?
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot? Someone who loved to fly. And my mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person.
Maybe we can... I think we should try General Jing Yuan first. He's been busy at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests.
No problem.
Okay, I'm going to skip all of these and all of that because this is kind of like more like
yeah.
Kind of like more of unlocking more materials in the game with unnecessary long stories, just to delay stuff. I think that's the main reason behind this. So I'm going to try to skip these unnecessary long stories and see if we can finish this quest faster. Because if not, we'll just have to keep going through the same tedious.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Guess I'm not missing the route. we go again.
Would you like me to relay your message?
I'm just going to skip the stories. Sometimes some of the stories will just force you to answer some unnecessary questions.
Mr. Yang, it's Yukong, the seat of Yukong, but naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish...
Select item to submit.
Did Qingni tell you any of this? It all serves to remind me. A long time ago, a young Foxian girl, charged by the Knights with a high-speed flight violation, was brought before me as punishment. Now, she's the Madam Helmmaster, my equal. If I were to turn back the sands of time and try to convince my past self that the little girl in front of me would one day become a wise and experienced Helmmaster, the Yukong of the past was nothing like she is now. Spending her days surrounded by documents at her, she was a flaming wind. The only one. Yes, large fighter starskiffs need to be operated in pairs. One pilot takes the helm. The legend of the ace fighter pilot is incomplete without the ace gunner. Yukong's partner was Sai.
Sai. I would have called that Kai.
Both at the controls and behind the turret. It's hard to imagine. This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly. Nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past.
Thank you, General. We apologize for...
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the sea...
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find...
Alright, enough of that. Okay. Memories, right. kind of beginning to have trouble. Who is that? My goodness. Yeah, I can see that there are some parts of the game that try to make it look
You're here. My mom isn't the irresponsible type. She...
You two are very similar.
Well, we do. You can say that again. Anyway, did you find anything out from General?
Oh. Thank goodness it's making this one.
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar. A scar that never fully healed. So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
You bet.
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This pass that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
My goodness.
Oh, can I?
I just try to see if I can skip these things and just move on because
We can use this one. Okay.
Miss
It should be fine. This is from decades ago.
No,
Is it really that big? Come on. Let's read it together.
What is the meaning of this? What do you have in your... How dare...
Mr. Yang Min?
I see.
I want to know what happened.
my goodness, even more?
No, this isn't some... Yes. is Sai, her husband, but when it came, it was Sai's death was.
My goodness, I just want to skip this to the end.
Welcome. I suppose you're going to go through. I can understand. Please don't type. Hurry, madam.
My goodness, just when I thought it was over.
My mom keeps lots. That's the. Got it. So don't let that. Is this why Mom refuses? When I thought I feel.
We already know the end of the story.
It's fine.
You're all done? I see. We're...
I think that not a lot of people will have the patience for this. Long stories. Even though it can be
When Mom feels down, she
time
usually goes to
wasting.
take in a view of the Jade Gate. Mom?
Miss?
Thank you. All right.
Actually, I want to.
Seems like I thought Mr.
Oh gosh.
Is that I don't
Mom.
just like you to flop Sai was we soon never those are my
We're engaged, huh? Oh, shut it. I think you're just.
Of course I missed you. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back.
But I guess I.
mind is mysterious. It was
Sai?
I climbed out of it was the most beautiful from my dream.
Mom, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice.
You are so very similar to Sai. No. Do you know how we won that war?
The rainbow arc.
Yes.
Yeah, in the game it's
Mighty
forcing
blessing of the
you to
rainbow.
actually go through
Crushing our enemies
whether you
into the
like it or
light.
not, you should.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices.
Mom.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Sai and I did.
Oh gosh, my gosh. And it's even stopping me from skipping the story.
Really?
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. I'm more afraid of you taking after Sai.
Mom?
Tell me.
I want to.
I can't escape it.
I'm
What?
Oh my
Why?
God.
Because I already touched the sky.
Oh, finally. This was just to invite you, Kong? What a horrible storyline. I mean... I have learned a big lesson from this. I am no legend of this kind of storyline. It's... This would be a storyline just for people who want to waste time. That's all. If you don't want to waste time, don't do this kind of story. Is that one of those stories again? Oh, it's a repeated quest. Okay, this is actually different. Ooh, never do purple quest. It's unless you really want to do it. It is a pain in the butt. Whoa. You just kill somebody's entire time. And this is another one here. Stellar and Hunter. And I can see how long it's going to be just by looking at the rewards. Jeez. They're trying to tell you that these are one-time quests, maybe, but oof. Yeah, I kinda like this one, Bored to Death. That is kind of like a much faster mission to do. And the rewards are not encouraging, but way better to do it fast and spend an entire time in it. Alright. Let's break a few. Well, 13 credit for real? That's a... It's not even a pity reward. It's just below pity reward in this case. Anyway. At least not like Jensen Impact, somebody would say.
Wonder how my little girl...
I'm just going to do this one pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to do quick travel to that. I need some... Oof, it's kind of even late for me, guys. I need to go to...
It's getting late. Where to now?
Kitchen for something to drink. I know, I do have the feelings that everyone is...
A scene in you.
Yeah, he kind of gave me the letter to... And how do I get up? Okay, through here. Could have just teleport to that location. Would have been way easier. Well, buy a bunch of rainbow for Lila.
Welcome to Eversummer.
Yeah, I guess this is what speedrun will become.
If only I could take a look at
dear.
Wonder how my little girl's...
Well, that was kind of fast to start with. But guys, I'm going to go off. Sign out for now. I need something to nibble. So I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, because I'm going to work on something else. We're working on our social platforms, so I'm going to work on that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday. We'll have a bunch of time. I'll be doing the I'll be checking out Warframe on Twitch, and of course doing some level of my what do you call it, Blade and Soul, and definitely come back to this one. 3 games, my goodness. Let's see how that's going to work out tomorrow. Cheers guys, and I'll see you all later. Probably tomorrow, but it's already morning here, so later.
Nice.